Take a deep breath, unwind, and let tonight's story bring peace. Violet and Yarrow's Journey Through the Hills. This story is about Violet and her parent Yarrow's adventure through beautiful hills, discovering hidden wonders and making new friends in a magical grove. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, lived a girl named Violet. Her best friend was a vibrant parrot named Yarrow, with feathers as bright as the sunrise. Every day, Violet and Yarrow would explore the hills, uncovering hidden paths and discovering the wonders of nature together. A golden afternoon, as the sun dipped low in the sky, Violet and Yarrow embarked on their favorite adventure. They climbed to the highest hill, where the grass swayed like the ocean waves, a symphony of green and gold. Yarrow flapped his wings excitedly, his squawks echoing in the gentle breeze. The view from the top was magical. The village looked like a tapestry of tiny cottages, gardens full of blooming flowers, and winding lanes, all brought to life by the setting sun's warm hues. "Look, Yarrow," Violet whispered, her eyes sparkling with joy. "Isn't it beautiful?" Yarrow chirped happily in response, fluttering his wings. As they continued their journey down the other side of the hill, they stumbled upon a hidden grove. The trees were tall and majestic, their leaves whispering secrets of the forest to the wind. At the center of the grove was a serene pond, its waters as clear as crystal, reflecting the sky and the trees in perfect harmony. Violet and Yarrow decided to rest by the pond. Violet dipped her toes in the cool water, sending ripples across the surface. Yarrow perched on a nearby branch, singing a melodious tune that seemed to blend with the sounds of the grove. The tranquility of the place made them feel as if they were in a dream. Suddenly they heard a rustling in the bushes. Out stepped a gentle deer, its eyes wide with curiosity. Violet held out her hand, and the deer timidly approached, sniffing her fingers. Yarrow watched from his perch, his eyes gleaming with excitement. The deer soon grew comfortable with their presence and settled beside them. Time seemed to stand still in the hidden grove. As twilight began to cast a lavender glow over the hills, Violet and Yarrow knew it was time to return home. They bid farewell to the deer and made their way back up the hill. The sky had turned a velvety purple, with the first stars beginning to twinkle. Today was perfect, Yarrow, Violet said softly, watching the twinkling lights. "We'll come back here, to our secret grove, and make more memories." With Yarrow perched on her shoulder, they walked back to their village, their hearts warm with the magic of their adventure. As they approached Violet's cottage, the windows glowed with a welcoming light. Hand in hand, with Yarrow finishing his last sweet notes, they ended their day with grateful hearts, already dreaming of the next adventure. And so, Violet and Yarrow's days were filled with love, laughter, and the endless beauty of the hills they called home. Let's explore a new tale, soft and warm. Blossom and Radiance. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between a girl named Blossom and a chipmunk named Radiance, their adventures in the forest, and the lasting impact of their bond. Once in a peaceful village, nestled between rolling hills, lived the kind-hearted girl named Blossom. She had a radiant smile that lit up everyone's day. One golden autumn afternoon, as she played near the forest edge, she noticed a tiny chipmunk scurrying about. This chipmunk had a peculiar, shimmering coat, and Blossom decided to name him Radiance. Radiance was a lively little creature, always curious about the world. Blossom and Radiance quickly became inseparable friends, spending their days exploring the enchanting forest and discovering hidden meadows, sparkling streams, and ancient trees that seemed to whisper secrets. One day, as they wandered deeper into the woods, they found a magical clearing bathed in warm sunlight. In the middle stood a majestic tree, with golden leaves that danced in the light. Blossom and Radiance felt an overwhelming sense of peace and joy in this place. So they decided to make it their secret hideout. Every day after that, they would meet at the clearing, where Blossom read stories to Radiance about distant lands and brave heroes. Radiance listened intently, his little eyes shining with wonder. During winter, when snow blanketed the village, they built a cozy shelter at the base of the golden tree, sharing warmth and laughter. As time went on, Blossom grew older, but her bond with Radiance remained as strong as ever. She would often reflect on the lessons she learned from her chipmunk friend. To find joy in the simple things and to cherish every moment. Even when life became challenging, Blossom remembered the radiant clearing where her adventures with Radiance began. This gave her strength and courage. The entire village noticed how Blossom's inner light grew brighter with each passing year. One crisp spring morning, a much older Blossom walked to the forest edge. Radiance still her side, now with a gray in fur. They looked at each other with a deep understanding and appreciation. As they entered the clearing one last time, the golden leaves shimmered and the air seemed filled with magic. Blossom knew this was a farewell, but she also knew their friendship would be forever etched in her heart. Radiance stood onto her shoulder, their favorite spot, and together they watched the sunset, casting a golden glow over the forest. In that moment, Blossom felt an immense gratitude for the radiant joy that the chipmunk had brought into her life. They stayed until the first stars appeared, shining brightly like the memories they shared. And so, Blossom and Radiance's story became a cherished legend in the village, a reminder that true friendship can light up even the darkest nights. Now, let's dive into another heartwarming tale. Sarge and Flax, The Shell Adventure. This story is about a human named Borage and a snake named Flax, who embark on an underwater adventure to restore light to a kingdom in darkness by retrieving a magical pearl. Once upon a time, nestled in a small coastal village, lived a kind-hearted human named Borage and a wise snake named Flax. They were the best of friends, known to all for their inseparable bond and love for the sea. Each day, they would stroll along the sandy shores, collecting shells of all shapes and colors. One summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Borage found a peculiar shell, unlike any they had seen before. It shimmered with iridescent hues and emitted a gentle, melodic hum. Intrigued, Borage and Flax decided to take the shell home to study its mysteries. If in their cozy little cottage, they placed the shell on the dining table, surrounded by flickering candlelight. The shell began to glow softly, casting a warm light that filled the room. Suddenly a soft voice emanated from the shell, telling them of an underwater kingdom that needed their help. The kingdom was trapped in eternal darkness because its magical pearl had been stolen. Without hesitation, Borage and Flax agreed to help. Guided by the shell's voice, they gathered necessary supplies and made their way to the sea. They dug into the cool waters, swimming deeper and deeper until they reached a hidden cave. Inside, they discovered an ancient door covered with intricate patterns of shells and coral. Flax, with his wisdom of ancient languages, read the inscriptions and deciphered the riddle to open the door. Behind it lay an astonishing world of vibrant marine life and mystic beauty. In the heart of this underwater kingdom, they found the royal palace, shimmering with bioluminescent growth. The king, a majestic sea turtle, greeted them and explained that a mischievous octopus had stolen the magical pearl. The octopus, named Topaz, had hidden it in a labyrinth of seaweed. With courage and determination, Borage and Flax navigated through the maze. They faced various challenges, including a swarm of jellyfish and a whirlpool, but their unwavering bond kept them strong. At the center of the labyrinth, they found Topaz guarding the pearl. Borage gently spoke to Topaz, understanding the octopus's loneliness and desire for companionship. Second to be, Borage offered Topaz friendship in exchange for the pearl. Touched by Borage's kindness, Topaz agreed and returned the pearl. With the magical pearl in hand, Borage and Flax freed back to the royal palace. They placed the pearl in its rightful place, and instantly, light burst forth, casting away the darkness. The underwater kingdom rejoiced, and the king expressed his deepest gratitude. Borage and Flax returned to their village with hearts full of joy. To commemorate their adventure, they placed the iridescent shell in their garden as a reminder of their bravery and the power of friendship. Every night, the shell continued to glow softly, and its gentle hum reminded them of their extraordinary journey and the friends they made along the way. Now another heartwarming tale awaits. Lotus and Susan's magical journey, growing breathful are continuously into the turbulence waiting. This story is about a kind-hearted girl named Lotus and a magical aunt named Susan, who embark on a wondrous journey where they learn that true magic lies in love and compassion. In a small, quaint village surrounded by lush forests, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Lotus. She had long flowing hair the color of autumn leaves and a pair of sparkling hazel eyes. Every night, as the stars twinkled in the midnight sky, she would read her favorite book about the wonders of magic. One warm summer evening, while she was reading by the glow of a lantern, she found a tiny ant struggling to climb the leg of her wooden chair. "Oh, you must be tired," Lotus said softly as she gently placed her finger beside the ant. The ant, whose name was Susan, looked up at Lotus with her tiny inquisitive eyes. "Why, thank you," Susan replied in a surprisingly clear, small voice. Lotus was amazed. "You can talk," she exclaimed. "Indeed, I can," Susan replied. "I am no ordinary ant. I have been bestowed with the gift of magic." Intrigued and excited, Lotus listened as Susan shared her story. "Long ago, a wise old owl granted me magical abilities to help those in need," Susan explained. "But you have to be very careful. Magic is a powerful force and must be used with great wisdom." Inspired by Susan's tale, Lotus began to dream about the adventures they could have together. "Would you like to join me on a magical journey?" Lotus asked eagerly. Susan's little antennae twitched with delight. "I will love that." The next morning they set out for the mystical forest where legends spoke of ancient trees and hidden secrets. As they ventured deeper, they came across the clearing with a stream pond that shimmered like liquid silver. "This is where the magic begins," Susan whispered. Lotus felt a sense of wonder wash over her. Suddenly, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and twinkling lights appeared, floating in the air like fireflies. "Close your eyes and make a wish," Susan instructed. Lotus did as she was told, and in that moment, she felt a warm, magical energy surround her. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in a beautiful garden, filled with flowers of every color imaginable. The petals sparkled as if they were dusted with diamonds. "Oh, come to the garden of dreams," Susan announced. "Here, your dreams can come true." Lotus wandered through the garden, her heart filled with joy. She felt a connection to the magic that surrounded her, knowing that she had the power to make a difference. "Will I get to share this magic with others?" she asked. Susan nodded. "Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use it to spread kindness and help those in need." From that day on, Lotus and Susan became the best of friends, embarking on countless adventures and bringing magic to those whose hearts needed it most. They learned that the true essence of magic lies not in the power itself, but in the love and compassion with which it is used. Thank you for joining me tonight. Sweet dreams.